Hey traders, welcome to Polaris Trading Group and this week's weekly review and preview. David Dubay here. It's Sunday evening, April 9th. We're going to do a short review of what we were looking for the market to do this past week and take a little preview of what hopefully we have in store coming up for this coming week, April 10th through the 14th. Before we do, I just wanted to highlight the disclaimers that Polaris Trading Group offers services and products for educational purposes on a subscription basis, and trading in futures and derivatives on futures is speculative in nature, as you know, and involves substantial risk of loss. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Now, this is our second weekly review and preview in association with Infinity Futures. And for those of you that don't know who I am, I'm a 30-year plus trading veteran of various investment banks and hedge funds, Shearson Lehman Brothers, United Bank of Switzerland, and some high-frequency hedge funds over the years. I was a market maker and listed in NASDAQ stocks, and I've traded index futures and various derivatives on the futures and involved in various aspects of portfolio risk management. So with that said, let's go right to the chart, see what we were looking for this past week, and see how it played out. Okay, so what you should be looking at is a daily chart of the profile. This is the chart that we used last week in our inaugural preview video. And at that moment, we were speaking of the market up here at the potential wave 4, and what we were looking for was looking for an opportunity for early in the week the market to pull back to this rising 50-day moving average, which has shown to be fairly resilient. So what we have said in our previous video that you can watch on the Infinity website, we were talking about the prospects of a pullback, finding support at the rising 50-day and looking for what we called a slingshot effect, all right, back up past the wave 4 high and producing a new high. Now, as you can see here, we have a down channel in effect, all right, and so you can see where the price rallied up to about 72.75s. Now, for those of you that have been tracking the Fed announcements, what we call the yell, which is the day that is at actually the price level for which the day the Federal Reserve announces their decisions on interest rate, and that price level was at the 23.72. So we were actually looking for this slingshot effect back up to test the 23.72 area, and as you can see, I denoted that with a yellow dashed line here called the yell. So that is a level, guys. If you've never kept track of that in the past, please do so on the next round on the FOMC decision, because this is a level that the market uses as a reference point, as a key marker of whether or not the market will maintain a bullish or a bearish bias. So as you can see, we were again this rally up about midweek on Wednesday, and then oddly enough, the FOMC minutes came out on Wednesday and we sold off. We'll take a closer look at that in just a few minutes. And as you can see, the remainder of the week just kind of pulled back, again retesting that early week's low at around the 39.40 level. I think we tapped out at this high volume node down here over to the right at about 40, and then we got a couple snapbacks. So all in all for the week, as you can see, it was actually fairly neutral. You can see a number of these fair value zone overlaps, all right, that unfolded here. Now this keeps the original downtrend, all right, off the 2400 high in place, this down channel up into against the 23.72s, and we also have a converging upside 50-day moving average again now is risen to about 46.5, 47. So this week should be fairly interesting. Earnings has begun, and most of the big money managers will be focusing on that. We do have a shortened week with the holiday for Easter upon us this week as well. So let's take a closer look at how the week unfolded on the profile charts. All right, so we got the profile chart up here. This is for this past week, and as you can, the first thing to kind of note here is pretty much everything was kind of in a range-bound type pattern here. Now, what I've done is I've combined the evening session and day session together, and you can see the TPO and as well as the volume profile for each day. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I expanded because that was the day the FOMC minutes came out, and we sold off pretty readily all the way down to the low part of the range, and then just to be able to recover at the end of the day. And then in terms of Thursday and Friday was really kind of a washout day, just kind of backing and filling over the past couple of days. So all in all, generally a overall neutral week. Though we did get that kind of that slingshot effect, all right, up into the 2372. So again, keep that 2372 in mind. If you have not marked it, mark it for you, all right, for the upcoming week. Again, that is going to be a marker always going up until the next one. So let's take a look at what happened this going forward to this coming week. And first off, we'll take a look at the calendar. Let's bring in the calendar here. Looking at the weekly calendar, not much happening on Monday. Janet Yellen is speaking later on in the session, should be a non-event. We get the jolts on Tuesday. Of course, the crude oil on Wednesday. Jobless claims, this kind of just the weekly number, all right, and consumer price on Friday. Again, banks are open, markets are closed for Good Friday. All right, so all in all, I'm kind of expecting for next week a bit more of a neutral lean. There's not much there unless something happens geopolitical on the horizon to take a look at. So let's take a look at, I'm going to combine, what I like to do is like to combine the profiles here. All right, very easy to do, all right, through Sierra chart. And what we can do here is take a look at the key levels for how the entire week played out, and what we can kind of take a look at for the upcoming week. So what you see here on the right hand side is the volume profile itself, and you got the TPO count for the entire week. So let's just taking a look at the volume profile here. Okay, this area denotes the value area, all right, for this past week. So one thing you want to do is make a note of that. All right, we'll just color it in gray here. And so what we want to be seeing then for the bullish case is the bulls will be able to clear the 2358.60 area right in here and convert that to new upper support above this 5-day value area high at about 58. Should they be able to do that, then there's a good chance for them to come back up and retest those high near the 2372 yell. The bears, on the other hand, okay, clearly we know what they want to do is take out the lower value area, convert that to lower support below the 46s, and then work to drive it down and retest down here near the 36 down to the 33 area. So that would be for Monday, or at least Monday, Tuesday. Again, that would be kind of an outlook for the week. It's hard to preview much beyond a day or two. Markets are pretty dynamic. So what we do here at Polaris is we offer our members and subscribers a daily trade strategy, which we go into much more detail on a day-over-day-over basis. And feel free to check out that. What you want to do is perhaps come in and take a 14-day free trial. And there's the address at PolarisTradingGroup.com/free-trial. So come on in, take a free look, visit us for 14 days, and see a little bit more of what we do. All right, and lastly, be sure to contact your Infinity Futures representative or contact Patrick Zielbauer if you have any additional questions. And we look forward to seeing you, and good trading. Thanks very much. Have a great week.